fortunate to have such a large participation, so many students participating in our band that you might know over the years, if you've heard the history, that we do have great participation, and so we have too many students to actually just get on this stage for one performance. And so that's why we split into a maroon and a gray band. And so that's the history behind why we have two bands. And we were able to have performances for our classes during the day yesterday, and they did a fantastic job, so we're looking forward to a great performance tonight as well. And all of this, I know towards the end, everyone is very excited because of the performance, and everyone is looking forward to picking up in the cafeteria. Mrs. Hughes will go over those procedures at the end. But before everything begins, of course, this entire night couldn't take place without the support of all of you, the parents, and of course, our students. But who puts it all together, Mrs. Hughes. So I just want to thank you in advance, Mrs. Hughes, for bringing us together. Now it's all about the students. We have student announcers, so we'll turn it directly over to them and get started.
Welcome to our spring concert and the performance of the Lloyd 5th grade band. We began playing our instruments a year and a half ago, although some of the students on the stage did not start until this September. We started with just 1 or 2 notes and learned 6 notes by the time grade 4 ended. Last May, we played songs that were about 8 measures or 30 seconds in length. Now our band is playing complete arrangements. We know that you will be very excited to hear our progress, but please wait to express your enthusiasm until after the music is over. A quiet audience allows each of you to hear the music we have worked very hard to prepare for this concert. Enjoy our performance.
Donkey Run is an American folk song that started in grade 5. It is a simple tune in 4/4 time that includes a repeat sign. After mastering this folk song using only 5 notes, it can then be played as a rhyme. This was the longest song we played at the beginning of 5th grade. Our arrangement of Donkey Run will give you the opportunity to see where we started this school year.
designed to reflect a late night adventure in which people are heard sneaking around in search of their mission objective. These midnight spies encounter various obstacles during their search. We learned how to play at different dynamic levels, loud and soft, as well as use different articulations or length of notes. We hope you enjoy our spy mission.
The blues. Jazz has long been recognized as a style of music that originated in America during the early part of the 20th century. Unique to this music is the classic form that is often identified as the 12-bar blues. The percussion section has some solo parts that introduce new rhythm patterns to them. We know our audience will enjoy hearing these young musicians perform blues. Ensemble is a group of students that play different instruments and have lessons together. In ensemble lessons, we worked on extra music other than the band arrangements for the concert. The ensemble members would like to share one of those pieces with you. Hidden World is a dynamic composition. The opening statement is loosely based on Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1. Then the main melody builds with added harmony and imitation. There is a more lyrical section that is followed by a pyramid of music to close out this arrangement for an exciting finale.
everyone. I know I haven't spoken to you yet. I just want to take a minute to go through how much of a difficult thing that was for them that they just did. An ensemble is usually a smaller group of musicians. It can become of any instrumentation. So in the beginning of the year, these students had a lesson group all together, all the different mixed instruments in one room at one time, which means that sometimes I was working with one instrument, another instrument, and they had to kind of sit. They did a lot of work on their own, really progressing and really working hard on their instruments. This group learned about 8 extra pieces of music in addition to the songs that you are hearing the whole band perform, just because they wanted to keep learning, and they went to more difficult music, and I gave them the choice of what they wanted to perform for you tonight, and this was the piece. This was the most difficult piece we had worked on with the ensemble group. So can you please give them another round of applause? To perform a piece with no conductor, I was back there playing percussion because the percussion part really added to it. But that was a decision that we came up with as a group, the students in the ensemble class and myself, to decide that this was how we were going to approach this performance. So they did a great job. All right, we're going to keep going and finish up our last 2 songs for you.
Our next piece, written by Rob Nurse, is 12 the Punch Drums. This song was written to sound like Red Powder Pop. The percussion section adds some different sounds that play on the rhythm of the drum, as well as the tempo buck instrumental, which will give you some pop sounds. The trombone section lent a new skill for this piece as well. It will sound low. The trombones will now demonstrate it will sound dark. See if you can hear them during the piece. We hope you enjoy this piece as much as we did.
popular rock style. The band learned 8-note patterns with contrasting harmony lines. The low instruments have a bass line similar to what you would hear from a bass guitar. The percussion section has a drum set rhythm shared by our percussionists. Mr. Forte is a noted professional drum player and college instructor.
celebration. Conquest reflects the excitement and energy that takes place when young people discover their love for music and the endless possibilities for sharing that passion with audiences throughout the world. Our spring concert is not the end of our musical journey, but just the beginning. So much more lies ahead at Nance and Maroon Regional High School. No one can be certain of where the journey will take you, but you can be assured that music will be a very important part of your life. Thank you for attending our performance and have a great evening.
Can you believe that they only started a year and a half ago? Wow. I am super proud of all of your students and all the work they have done throughout the year. They've worked super hard, and I want to thank you as the parents for always supporting without you supporting them to rent the instruments, make sure that they're practicing, make sure their instruments are getting to school. I know the schedule is a little bit crazy, but without your support, we thank you for all of your help because that also helps make this program successful.